Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Harshita and today's video is a fresher's guide to law school. Law school, or actually college in general, is not easy. It's a huge change, and especially when you're moving in to a different city or a different country for college. I remember my first week of law school and genuinely it wasn't easy. I wanted to go back home after my first week of college, and yeah, so I know it's not easy. So here's me helping you guys out with some tips, some do's and don'ts, some expectations that you should have of law school. And yeah, without further ado, let's dive right into the video. So first things first, what happens in the first week of law school? So every college has their own orientation or induction period when they call the students, the freshers, and they have their buddy project sort of a thing. And they get the students acquainted with the college and its people, how it functions, and what is the code of conduct of the college, and a general ice-breaking session so that the freshers can meet each other and make friends and get to know each other. So yeah, that's something that Jindal also does. We have a buddy project, 5 days or a week-long buddy project when the freshers come in before the rest of the college, and they're acquainted with all the things that the university does, how it functions and what are they expected of, the code of conduct and all of that. And we have a lot of activities during the buddy project. Seniors come in and they act as buddies and they conduct so many sessions, and we have games to make people acquainted with each other, and that's kind of a really fun week. And if you have some friends from where you're coming from, then that helps a lot. So in my first week of college, I made a videos right here or here, you can check it out. It was very difficult for me to adjust because college was very different from what I'd been dealing with in high school. I had set specific number of friends, I had my comfort zone, my home, and everything was just perfect, and college was a big change. Also because it was residential college, so you had to stay in college and just exist in college. Also because my roommates, one of them I didn't get along with. Now she's my best friend. She stays right here, and yeah, so it was difficult because she had a different schedule, I had a different schedule, and we never actually met until the second week of college, and we actually spoke to each other and then we just clicked. So what I would take away from this is that talk to as many people as y'all can, explore, experience. I know some of y'all might be introverts out there, but genuinely the first week of college is the time for you to make friends, for you to see who you are, to understand who you are as a person and what do you want to do in college. I wouldn't recommend being stuck to a specific person or having only one friend that you hang out with. Obviously that's having one friend is great, you feel very comfortable, but that is the time when you need to go out there and make friends, interact with people. One thing that I would suggest, like really suggest, that we were also told by our buddies during our buddy project, is that don't get into relationships in the first week or in the first month of college, or in fact in the first 2 months of college, because it is really going to restrict you in many ways. Firstly, you will obviously want to spend time with him or her. You guys will be together all the time, and this will restrict you from making friends. And God forbid if that relationship does not work after a month or so, you will be left with no friends because everyone will have formed their own groups by then and you will literally be alone. So this is something that really stuck by me when our buddies also told us this advice, and I think that it really makes sense because first week or first month of college is not the time when you need to restrict yourself. You need to be as open-minded as possible and explore and experience everything out there. Genuinely, college has a lot of things that you can explore and experience, and it's just not in the first year, it like goes on, it's a process. And so yeah, that's first week of college tips at least. So expectations from college, genuinely go to college without having any expectations in mind. I'm not really a person who does get homesick, but in my first week of college, I felt like I didn't belong in this place, that this college was not for me, but I am very happy now, like 5 years down the line. I'm glad that I gave this university or college in general another chance, and that I did not, just give up in the first week when I was feeling helpless and all of that. So yeah, don't have any expectations from college. Let it just happen, and I'm sure it will turn out to be something really great. Friendships, generally make as many friends as you can. The more the people you know, the better it is, because you'll never feel alone, and you'll always have someone to talk to, even if it's just like a hi hello basis. You won't feel like a stranger. It's obvious that later in time you will have a set specific group, and the number of friends will drastically decrease because people turn out to be toxic, people turn out to be selfish and all of that. But it's really important that you choose your friends wisely. Well, for my college specifically, we don't really have those kind of people that are extremely judgy, or like they'll cast you out. But definitely you have to find the right people. You have to find a place where you fit in. I have my friends, and I think that I fit in perfectly with them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But yes, it did take me quite a few months to find these friends, to make this bond, and to find this friendship. My best friend and I, we didn't get along, like I said before, for like the first 2 weeks of college, and even after that, it took time for us to be what we are today. So yeah, that's about friendships. So next is classes. Well, classes are 2 long hours each, at least for law school in my college, and you have 1 or 2 professors in each subject, and we get course manuals to lay out the structure of the entire semester that is going to happen before us. It's a huge change from high school. We are honestly spoon fed in high school. Study this, study that. This will be a part of the syllabus. This is not a part of the portion, and all of that. But in college, it's nothing like that. You're gonna be taught topics, and it's gonna be all out there for you to know how much you want to know about that topic. And your knowledge is not restricted to any specific book. You're gonna meet 50 other people in your class who will be way more smarter than you, or probably you will be smarter than them. And there'll always be conversations in class. There are gonna be a lot of things that you might be required to do which you don't know. It's a step out of your comfort zone. But I think that in the first, like, it takes time, but after the first month of college, you start getting used to it, and you start understanding what to expect and what to not expect. So that's when your expectations start to kind of build up. So next is clubs and societies. Well, I can't put my finger on how many clubs and societies we have in college, but we have a lot. Genuinely take part in as many as you can. At least give your inductions and orientations for that. Being selected, not selected is something that comes later. Try to be involved in as many things as you can, because first year of law school, apart from being very different from what we've experienced before in life, is very chill, and you get a lot of time to do the other things that you want to explore in your first year. One society in specific is the Mood Court Society, which does not have inductions for the first semester students, because they are not expected to know about how to make a memorial, how to plead your oral case, and all of that. So they are allowed to give the inductions from the second semester of the first year of law school. But other than that, we have debate societies, we have different Rotaract clubs, we have a lot of opportunities in college that you can be a part of. So yeah, I would definitely ask you all, I would suggest that you all try for them. You can get involved in sports. Like, we have an amazing sporting facility in college, and almost all sports are played in our college. Someone asked me whether we have to get our own sporting kits. Well, people do get their sporting kits if that's very specific to you. But for sports like basketball or football, you don't have to get your own basketballs or footballs. People do get if they want to, but you all can issue it from college, from the sports office, whenever you all want to use it. And all equipments can be issued and to be used and then returned. Yeah, lastly, so I would just like to say that your room is the safest place that you can have on campus, and if you don't feel safe or feel comfortable in your own room, then there's going to be an issue later down the time. So communicate with your roommates, adjust, find a middle ground rather than fighting about every small thing. And I know it is a big thing to adjust with two random people, probably who you've never met and who you've never lived with, but it genuinely gets fun after a point in time. Having your friends live one floor above or below you is genuinely fun. Hostel life and campus life is fun if you make it to be fun. So yeah, don't shy away, be an extrovert, try to experience everything that you can, and have an open mind and try to adjust to the little things. And I think college should be great for you. If you guys have any questions, do let me know in the comments. I'd love to answer them. And yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.